Chosen one. Pause for a moment and don't scroll away. Not because something bad is coming, but because something has quietly ended. You didn't miss it, you didn't misunderstand it, and you didn't arrive late. What ended wasn't a relationship, a calendar season, or a chapter defined by people. What ended was a wait, a long internal wait that didn't close with noise, but with stillness. Because God doesn't shout when He releases someone, He speaks with authority. And today He said, "Your wait is over." There were nights you questioned if the promise was real, moments you wondered if you heard God wrong, seasons where you learned how to function without answers while still showing up, smiling in public, staying faithful in private, and being misunderstood as patient, when in reality you were learning how to hold faith without evidence. That kind of waiting changes a soul, and most people quit there, settle there, or lower their expectations just to protect their heart. But you didn't. Not loudly, not perfectly, but consistently, and heaven noticed. God was never waiting on time to pass. He was waiting on you to become strong enough. Not strong enough to receive the gift and worship it, but strong enough to steward it, to move without pride, to obey without applause, to hear Him without signs, to trust Him without updates, and to stand when support was gone. That wait trained you, and that's why this release is real. If God had moved sooner, you would have rushed what required reverence. If He had answered earlier, you would have leaned on excitement instead of wisdom. If the door opened before now, you would have entered with expectation, but without endurance. So God slowed everything down, not to frustrate you, but to fortify you. Because what is opening now is not forgiving to the unprepared. That's why before circumstances changed, something inside you shifted. Desperation faded, comparison stopped hurting, urgency relaxed, fear loosened its grip. You didn't get explanations, you got peace, and peace is the confirmation. You stopped begging, stopped obsessing, stopped chasing reassurance, because the question changed from if to how and when. And that shift only happens after release. Understand this clearly. When God ends a wait, He doesn't hand you rest, He hands you responsibility. Waiting trained dependence, but movement requires stewardship. This next season will ask for quieter steps, clearer boundaries, slower decisions, deeper listening, less explaining, and more obedience. Not everyone walked with you while you carried the weight, and not everyone will celebrate your movement. Some people only felt comfortable with you while you were waiting, and your forward motion will confront their comfort. That doesn't make them enemies, it makes them unassigned, and you can release them without guilt. God didn't end the wait so you could become louder, He ended it so you could become effective. Pride will kill momentum faster than delay ever did. So stay teachable, stay grounded, and stay close to the God who sustained you when nothing moved. Confirmation will come quietly now, a conversation that aligns, a door that opens without force, a decision that feels clear, a peace that doesn't leave. Flow will replace friction, and that's how you'll know the wait is truly over. Chosen one, you're no longer standing still hoping, you're stepping forward aware. Don't rush, don't retreat, don't doubt this shift. The wait didn't weaken you, it refined you. And God does not release refined people casually. Your wait is over, not because time passed, but because you became ready. And what God is unfolding next will require wisdom, humility, and obedience. If this message touched a place you usually keep guarded, if peace replaced pressure, and if deep inside you know this season is different, type Amen in the comments as a quiet agreement with God that says, I receive this release and I'm ready to move. And if you don't want to miss the moments when God speaks softly but shifts everything, subscribe to Jesus Within. This channel is for the ones who waited faithfully, endured silently, and are now moving forward with clarity and alignment.